Okay, so hey, first guys, this is me, your friend Yaris. You are watching Tech, and in today's video, I'm going to talk with you about why does people prefer iPhone. So without any further ado, let's talk about it. With something crazy. Many of the people think that the iPhones are the luxurious product. Here's how. Many company takes the iPhone and make it into something which is much expensive and really different in the looking. One of the company you might be knowing, Caviar, they do it really nicely. Which means they took off the camera from the rear side and make it a complete huge brick. I'm gonna say that the reason, also that reason firstly, and the second reason, many company takes the iPhone and completely make it into a gold version. I'm not telling about the Escobar, but yeah, many company do it. And why they do it, we're gonna talk also that. One thing is also that the iPhones are kinda a luxurious product. When you take it in the hand, even the iPhone 4S, it doesn't matter which iPhone, but it feels something different. If you take a smartphone from the same year, same specs, but it will be feeling something different. Not only iPhone, but even each and every Apple product. I don't know, but it is there. So that was the reason why people prefer iPhone as a luxurious product. Better and friendly UI. What is UI? User interface, which is must kept at a really easy and nicely to handle. And Apple do it and manage it really nicely. If you are the one who have filled the Apple iPhone, at the first day you will be feeling something different, but after a month it will be like a simple job for you to swipe from over here to there. It is a really smooth thing firstly and really nice thing. It doesn't matter which version of iPhone, but there is sometimes a feel when even if you unlock the smartphone, it pops up really nicely, the icons and that all stuff, which is really nicely, and each and everything is really nicely. So UI, if it is same UI, you'll be bored up. So Apple makes it the UI changes once in a year, which means the iOS version. What is the iOS version? We have just tested the iOS 15. You can check it out. It was a developer beta and it was really nicely. It's still running on my phone. Just a crisp. So they takes for the each and every smartphone and pops it over each and every smartphone at a one time. Not like an Android side, once you'll be getting on this device, once you'll be getting on this device. Many people suffer from that thing in the Android side. If you are using the Android, you might already know the Android 11 portfolio just now going on. Even the betas, sometimes they cater for the one smartphone, sometimes they cater for the that smartphone. But at the Apple, if you have the smartphone capable of the latest OS, then you can download the developer beta or the public beta and test it on your smartphone, which is again a really nice thing. And the things which is at the Apple, if you know the iPhone 6s, it is a really old smartphone, around more than a 5 years old smartphone. It still get the updates. Yep, it's gonna be receiving the iOS 15 update, which is really nice. So that's the reason why people prefer iPhone have the UI and the UX. Third thing, which is the Apple's very own ecosystem. What I'm telling about is the Apple ecosystem is really big. They got the Mac, MacBook, each and every stuff, from laptops, tablets, speakers, home accessories and that all stuff. Home accessories, which is a third party publishers and that all who partner with the Apple and launches for the home things, but it is a really nice thing. They connect with each other really nicely if you have the same Apple ID, then only. And if you have the latest OS, latest smartphone, latest accessories and that all stuff, then it's gonna be more nicely. Just as if you keep the smartphone in front of it and boom, if you want to airdrop it, just tap it, boom, it's gonna be transfer. They got the wireless thing made really nicely. And if you don't know the Apple's latest Apple TV, they got that sensor things. We have explained in that video, links up in the iCard, but it is a really nice thing. They got the lineup really nicely that each and every one, if you want to go with that, they can afford that thing. If you want to go with that, they can afford that thing. They got the budget lineup also, the flagship lineup also. You can go from 40,000 to up to a 1 crore for the Apple things. So yeah, ecosystem must be nice. If you create a huge ecosystem but there is no connectivity, it's not a mean thing. People won't be thinking to buy it up. But if you got the connectivity in the place of that thing, then definitely people will be thinking to go and buy it up, that AirPlay, AirDrop, each and every stuff. So that was why people would buy for the Apple ecosystem. Big brains. Talk about the security, which stands for me at the top level. If the UI is there, which is really garbage, security must be really nicely. And Apple is one of the company who claims the best security, and they have done too many advertisement and that all stuff to show us that our security is really nicely. Lastly, they have came up with the app tracking feature. You're gonna be disabling that and that all stuff. But with the iOS 15 and that all, they try to improve the security to the next level. If you don't know, you can check it out their website. You're gonna be thinking how they make it, and the security is at the next level. Even the ads can't pop out from the apps, which is kind of a really nice thing. And that's iPhone knows security. If we had to talk about the social media, which has Instagram, Twitter, and many others out there, but I'm frequently using Instagram. So if I have to talk about the Instagram, the UI at Android is not rich. It doesn't satisfy me. It is a kind of a bulky UI which pops in my user interface. So I kind of say UI at the Android, which is really bad. But the UI at the iOS for the Twitter, Instagram, and social handlers, it's just smooth, awesome, and fantastic. You can drag and drop from over here, and many companies for the testing of their upcoming updates uses iPhone as per the beta testing for the huge upgrade to optimize that thing. And as if you know, Apple launches very less amount of smartphones, so once in a year also. So they company, if you are a developer, just think in that way. You got a 20:9 display, boom, you're gonna be drag and dropping that stuff from that own display, and you can launch your app, which is really nicely in the social media platforms. Also, if you know the Twitter, every time if there is an Apple event, right now just spring event and the WWDC was there, it actually changed the if you animation if you like that tweet and that all. But over here the like button isn't blued, so click it, it would be blued. Yeah, trust me, just do it. So if I have to talk about the Twitter, if you tweet anything, it also says tweeted from the iOS, or you can say the iPhone, which is again shows that hey, the person is using the iPhone, which creates sometimes the controversies, but sometimes it creates really nicely. So I kind of say, which is a really nice thing for me personally. If I have to talk about the Apple ecosystem, it's huge. But to use the ecosystem and for all the stuff you need it is iPhone. So which iPhone is it too much expensive? No. Nowadays the competition has been closed up at the highest peak. You'll be getting the Snapdragon 888 at every price point, and too many processors are there who competes in their format. So Apple last year released the Apple iPhone SE Generation 2, which you kind of say 2020, which was again an action-packed smartphone in the small factor, making the device small, keeping the higher end processor. What does that mean? If the display is smaller, more things gonna be optimized and more crisper would be provided. I know many of the people use this gyro, and gyro buttons sometimes of the smartphones are at the higher end variants, but in the smaller display it would be really nicely to handle those gyros. So I can say iPhone SE was really nice, and now it is rumored up that the iPhone SE 2021 would be having 5G and it would be having more cheaper. The last year was kind of a 4G one. Yeah, it was a 4G, but I can't say it was a really nice phone in its own way. Looks and design, Apple is the it manages to bring really nicely, and a really nice form factor they have launched there. But also the main thing, the main series of the smartphone, Apple's iPhones, the mains, which are the now this year gonna be 12s or 13 thing, but you know the deals, it would be breaking the market, and again it would be replacing your older iPhone to the newer iPhone. You would be thinking, hey, there is something which my iPhone hasn't had, and that makes once in a year thing. They launches a full factor smartphone which beats the last year's smartphone, and actually they did it. And every time they try to sneak a peek that, hey, your old smartphone is better than this smartphone. So not in that way, but in a that way. So that's the Apple, iPhone, iPad, iMac, Mac Pro, AirPods, again a saving life device, Apple Watch, AirPods, and many things are there over the Apple, and might gonna be bringing more things. So, what are your thoughts? Let me know in the comment section down below. If I have missed anything which is really nice about the Apple, also let me know in the down below. And if you want to know the facts and all stuff about the Apple, links are in the icon. Those were some amazing facts. You'll be blown up. Trust me. Liking, sharing, also subscribing for the videos like this. Gonna be appreciated. This is DRS signing home. I'll catch you in the next video. Peace out.